Do you ever get the feeling when you're playing a video game that you're accidentally missing out on, like, majorly good strategies? Like, I had that experience for a while when playing BTD 6. Also Hollow Knight. Yeah, this video is about the funny bug game again. I feel like it's been too long since I last talked about it 2 months ago, so here we go again. This game's been around too long though. Most people have talked about, well, everything. All the memeiest of speedrun categories, all the community events. What left is there really to discuss? Well, obviously the most talked about thing in this game, charm strategies. Okay, we all know Shaman Stone and Quick Slash are the best charms in the game. We all know Steady Body is very solid, and that Quick Focus gets the job done really well. And we also, of course, know that Joni's Blessing sucks, and so do Dream Shield and Weaver's. Hey, wait a minute. Today, we're going to discuss some charms that honestly don't get used enough, and I'm sure I'm the first person to mention these charms are not that bad because I watched one whole other video on this topic, and there is zero overlap. By the way, everything Windet says is correct, except, Frazzleheart is kinda meh. Here's an essay why. Anyways, let's get right into this, starting with the charm I already mentioned. This charm is awesome. Like, yeah, it's pretty niche, but you guys seriously should use it more. Here's my argument for it. Imagine you want some extra soul generation, but you don't need as much as Soul Eater gives. And because you're not an idiot, you also aren't using Soul Catcher. This situation happens. Radiant Pure Vessel, what's your build? Guess what? I don't care. Here's mine. Quick Slash, Strength, Steady Body, the usual, and Overcharming the Shaman. That makes sense. Bam! Grubsong, Lever Song. What better use of 3 notches even exists? Mark of Pride? Pathetic. Get it out of here. The damage of the Weavers isn't good, but like, it's better than nothing. And the amount of Soul Eater generates is usually way overkill, especially in a fight like Pure Vessel. So might as well take this option to squeeze out a bit of extra DPS. By the way, this charm is only usable with Grubsong. Without Grubsong, they don't give any soul. So, you know, you gotta use Grubsong. Also, the Sprint Master synergy sucks. Speaking of Sprint Master, ah yes, the better version of Dash Master. Let me just give you a quick recap on why Dash Master is bad. Please tell me, what attack takes more than 1 dash to dodge? We're not talking goddamn any Radiance 3 right now, okay? Just base game, what boss? Because I'll tell you what Sprint Master helps with, a Blobbles. Are you struggling with this boss? Well, do I have the meme build for you? That actually works insanely well. Just for reference, this is a combat video only. Obviously, Dash Master is a lot better than Sprint Master when you're just traveling, but like, Sprint Master is cool. Heads up though, it only works on the ground, so its use is limited to bosses where you're walking side to side a lot, which, you know, it's more than 0. This charm is cool, I swear, please use it. Oh yeah, this charm is pretty obviously good. Every top player knows it, and I'm just using this as a PSA that you should use this charm a little bit more. It's definitely the strongest on this list. Basically, even though it's slow, it lets you dodge most minions and quite a few dive type attacks. You can also fit under certain attacks. Moving on. This one's for you, Rocks. Long Nail is a good slot filler, simple as that. A lot of people claim that Spell Twister is the best 2-notch charm, and yeah, they're right. That doesn't mean this guy's bad though. Okay, so here's the gist with spells. Spells are good on every boss with very few exceptions. With that said, many bosses let you generate enough soul to not need charms like Spell Twister. Like, you don't really need Spell Twister on Absrad since she's a flying pinata. Long Nail is surprisingly pretty cool in this boss since you can do this. Now, some of you are probably saying that Mark of Pride is better since it gives more range per notch. However, I'm going to argue that unless you're overcharming, Long Nail is usually the better charm. And it's because you can have the 3 best charms in the game on while using Long Nail. Mark of Pride won't fit. So, this build isn't that bad. Or this one. Sharp Shadow is a very weak charm. It has very low damage per hit, it's totally outclassed by Descending Dark for iframes, and is far too expensive to be viable in any top tier build. With that said, okay, maybe there are a few uses for this charm. It's helpful when learning a boss, similar to Quick Focus. Not that there are many bosses left to learn by the time you unlock this thing, and you can always replace it. Like, I used to practice some bosses in Pale Court, and Yeah, it wasn't part of my build for the Champions Call. So, you know what? You've beaten me, Internet. I concede. Maybe Sharp Shadow is less garbage than I thought, but please, stop using it for Pantheon 5. That's when it's at its worst. So anyways, I'm working on a Hollow Knight combat tutorial which just is taking a massive amount of time to make. I started it back in May and have been working on it on and off ever since. I've been pretty busy with, you know, all my other uploads, but part 1 to the video should be coming out within a month or two, provided I don't get many other ideas for videos before then. Anyways, with that said, I hope you enjoyed the video, hope you learned something. I'll see you in the next one.